Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Can you believe that a simple 2016 1-cent coin could be worth as much as $550 million? That's right. A penny that most of us wouldn't think twice about could secretly hold the key to unimaginable wealth. But how? What makes this humble coin so valuable? Today, we're uncovering the fascinating history, the rare features, and the mysterious allure that has collectors on the hunt for the 2016 penny. Let's dive in. The Lincoln penny is one of the longest-running coin series in U.S. history. Introduced in 1909 to celebrate Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, it was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person. The penny's obverse, featuring Victor David Brenner's iconic portrait of Lincoln, has remained largely the same for over a century. The reverse, however, has seen changes. From the wheat years, 1909 to 1958, to the Lincoln Memorial, 1959 to 2008, and now the Union Shield design introduced in 2010. Each design reflects the spirit and values of its time. But the 2016 penny stands out for more than just its design. Its production, errors, and rare variations have made it a coveted piece among collectors. 2016 was an important year for the U.S. Mint. With over 9 billion pennies produced across the Philadelphia and Denver mints, it was one of the highest mintage years. At first glance, you might think a coin produced in such large quantities would be ordinary, right? Think again! Despite advanced minting technology, mistakes still happen. And these so-called errors are what turn ordinary coins into extraordinary treasures. Now, let's talk about what makes the 2016 penny so special. Some of the most valuable 2016 pennies feature rare errors and anomalies. Let's break down a few of these key errors. One of the most exciting discoveries in the 2016 penny is the double die error. This happens when a coin is struck more than once due to misalignment of the die. Look closely at the date or inscriptions like Liberty and In God We Trust. If you notice any doubling, you might be holding a coin worth thousands or even millions. Another sought-after error is the off-center strike. This occurs when the coin's blank isn't properly aligned during the strike, leaving part of the design missing. Depending on how off-center it is, these coins can fetch big money at auction. Die cracks are another fascinating error. These appear as raised lines on the coin surface, caused by a crack in the minting die. Sometimes, these cracks form large, blob-like features called cuds, which make the coin even more valuable. Coins with dramatic die cracks or cuds can sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars, especially if they're in good condition. Over the years, error coins have shattered records at auctions. In recent times, a 2016 penny with a particularly rare error sold for an astonishing $250,000. And experts believe that as more rare 2016 pennies are discovered, we could see sales exceeding $1 million or more. The buzz around the 2016 penny isn't just about its errors. It's also about its cultural and historical significance. Collectors are drawn to coins that tell a story, and the 2016 penny represents a turning point in modern coin production. With discussions about phasing out the penny due to its cost of production, each penny costs 2.1 cents to make. The 2016 penny could become a relic of a bygone era. Now that you know what makes the 2016 penny so valuable, how can you find one? Here are some tips to help you uncover hidden treasures in your pocket change or coin collection. Start by collecting all the 2016 pennies you can find. Whether they're from your wallet, piggy bank, or loose change jar, every coin is worth inspecting. Invest in a good magnifying glass or a digital microscope to examine your coins closely. Look for errors in the date, inscriptions, or design details. If you think you've found a rare error, consider sending your coin to a professional grading service like PeaceGS or NGC. A high grade could dramatically increase its value. As technology evolves and digital currencies become more common, physical coins like the 2016 penny are becoming increasingly rare. This scarcity only adds to their value. Experts predict that as pennies are eventually phased out, collector demand will skyrocket, and coins like the 2016 penny will become even more valuable. Alright, treasure hunters, the time has come to search your pockets, change jars, and coin collections. Who knows? You could be sitting on a $50 million treasure without even realizing it. Imagine finding a penny in your pocket and discovering it could be worth up to $50 million. Sounds crazy, right? But that's the unbelievable story of the 2016 US 1-cent coin. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating history of this unassuming coin and uncovering the secrets that make it a collector's dream. Let's get started. Before we zoom in on 2016, let's rewind and explore the incredible history of the Lincoln cent. First introduced in 1909, the Lincoln penny marked a historic moment. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. Abraham Lincoln was chosen not only for his legacy as a leader, but also for his enduring place in the hearts of Americans. The coin's design, crafted by Victor David Brenner, was revolutionary. His depiction of Lincoln on the obverse, "Within God we trust and liberty," has remained a symbol of American resilience and unity. But what about the reverse? From the wheat years, 1909 to 1958, to the Lincoln Memorial, 1959 to 2008, and now the Union Shield design, every detail tells a story of its own. The 2016 penny might look like any other modern coin, but don't be fooled. Produced at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, over 9 billion pennies were struck that year. What makes some of these coins so valuable isn't just their mintage, but the anomalies and errors hiding in plain sight. Every coin minted in 2016 shares the same basic design, the Union Shield on the reverse, symbolizing strength and unity among the states, and Lincoln's iconic profile on the obverse. Yet, some pennies from this year have become the stuff of legend. So how can a coin with a face value of just 1 cent end up being worth millions? It all comes down to rarity, demand, and condition. Let's take a closer look at the unique factors that have driven some 2016 pennies into the stratosphere of value. First up, errors. These are the golden ticket for collectors. In 2016, several types of errors made their way into circulation, turning ordinary pennies into extraordinary finds. Double die errors are some of the most sought after. These occur when a coin is struck more than once due to a misalignment of the die, causing key features like the date or liberty to appear doubled. Imagine finding one of these beauties. It could fetch tens of thousands, or even more at auction. Off-center strikes are another incredible error. When the blank coin isn't properly aligned during the strike, part of the design is missing. Depending on how off-center the strike is, these coins can command jaw-dropping prices. In rare cases, transitional errors occur when leftover blanks from a different year or composition are used. If you ever find a 2016 penny with a unique weight or feel, you might be onto something huge. Condition matters a lot. Coins are graded on a scale from 1 to 70 by services like PCGS and NGC. A 2016 penny graded at a perfect 70, especially if it's an error coin, could be worth millions. The key is finding a pristine coin, free from wear and tear. Over the years, some 2016 pennies have made headlines with record-breaking sales. In 2021, a rare double-die 2016 penny sold for an astonishing $100,000. Experts predict that as more unique specimens are discovered, we'll see even higher prices. These auctions prove that even modern coins can hold incredible value. And who knows? The next big discovery could be sitting in your pocket change. Now that you know what to look for, here's how you can start hunting for your own treasure. Grab your loose change and follow these simple steps. Search everywhere: wallets, jars, drawers. Any 2016 penny could hold the key to a fortune. Use tools like a magnifying glass, a coin scale, or even a smartphone microscope app to closely inspect your coins for errors or anomalies. If you spot something unusual, compare it to online resources or consider sending it to a professional grading service. A high grade or error coin could skyrocket in value. With the rise of digital payments, physical coins are becoming less common. This makes collectible coins like the 2016 penny even more valuable in the long run. As we move further into a cashless society, the demand for rare coins will only increase. Who knew that a simple penny could hold the potential for life-changing wealth? Whether you're a seasoned collector or just getting started, the 2016 penny proves that treasures can be found in the most unexpected places. Remember, every great discovery starts with a single step, or in this case, a single cent. So what are you waiting for? Start your search today, and you might just strike gold. Today, we're diving deep into the fascinating world of coins. And trust me, this video will make you check every penny in your pocket. You won't believe how a simple 1988 1-cent coin could be worth big bucks. Yep, you heard that right. This unassuming penny could hold more value than its copper and zinc composition. Intrigued? Stick around because we're unraveling the history, the hidden treasures, and what makes some of these coins worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The 1988 Lincoln penny is part of the long-running Lincoln cent series, introduced way back in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. By 1988, the penny had already undergone major design changes, including the addition of the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse in 1959, designed by Frank Casparo. What makes the 1988 penny interesting is that it was struck during a period of transition in the U.S. Mint. The materials had changed from pure copper to a copper-plated zinc composition in 1982, and the Mint was fine-tuning its processes. At face value, this penny is worth, well, 1 cent. But not all pennies are created equal. Some 1988 pennies are hiding secrets that make collectors drool. Face value: $0.01 rare error coin value, up to $3,000 plus. Yes, you heard me right. Some 1988 pennies have sold for thousands of dollars at auction. So what sets them apart? It all comes down to errors, varieties, and some fascinating minting quirks. There are two main things collectors look for in a 1988 penny: the 1988 penny with rare double die errors, and the 1988 transitional penny with the wide AM variety. Let's break these down. Double die errors: these occur when the coin's die isn't properly manufactured, leading to doubled features on the coin. Look closely at the lettering or Lincoln's profile for signs of doubling. Coins with this error have fetched prices ranging from $50 to $1,000 depending on condition. Wide AM variety: most 1988 pennies have the closed AM design, but a transitional error led to a few coins being struck with a wide AM, a design intended for proof coins. These are incredibly rare and can sell for upwards of $3,000 if in mint condition. So how do you check if your 1988 penny is worth more than face value? Here's a step-by-step guide. Inspect the mint mark. Check for an S, San Francisco, D, Denver, or no mark, Philadelphia. Rare varieties are often from specific mints. Look for doubling. Use a magnifying glass or microscope to inspect the coin's details, especially the words Liberty and In God We Trust. Check the reverse design for the wide AM variety. Look at the space between the and M in America. If there's a noticeable gap, you might have struck gold, figuratively speaking. B-roll: host inspecting coins. showing the AM gap on a coin. Now, here's the fun part. How much is your coin worth? Let's look at some recent auction sales. A near-perfect 1988 wide AM penny sold $4.2. 500. A 1988 double die penny in circulated condition went $4.300. Even if your coin isn't in perfect shape, collectors are willing to pay significant sums for these rare finds. Why are collectors so obsessed with pennies? Beyond their historical significance, errors like the ones we've talked about make these coins a snapshot of minting history. They're like little time capsules that tell a story, and collectors love that. B-roll, coin collections, auctions, and grading process. If you're ready to start hunting for valuable coins, here are some quick tips. Check your change. You never know what you might find in your pocket or that jar of spare change. Visit local coin shops. They might have hidden gems, and you can learn from experienced collectors. Invest in tools. Get a magnifying glass, a coin reference book, and maybe even a metal detector. Who knew a tiny 1988 penny could be worth so much? So what are you waiting for? Grab those pennies, start inspecting, and maybe you'll discover your very own hidden treasure. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button, subscribe to channel name, and share this with your friends. Let's spread the coin fever. See you in the next one. Your go-to spot for all things collectible, rare, and downright fascinating. Today, we're taking a deep dive into a coin you've probably overlooked 1,000 times. The 1988 1-cent coin. This isn't just a penny. It could be a jackpot hiding in plain sight. But what makes some of these pennies worth thousands? Why are collectors scrambling to get their hands on them? And how can you find one? We're covering it all, from the history and rare varieties to jaw-dropping auction results. Stay tuned, because by the end of this video, you'll never look at spare change the same way again. Let's set the stage. It's 1988. The Cold War is winding down, Michael Jordan is dominating the NBA, and the Lincoln penny is still America's smallest denomination. But this little coin has a history that's anything but small. The Lincoln cent was first minted in 1909, replacing the Indian head cent. It was the first U.S. coin to feature a real person's portrait. By 1988, the Lincoln cent had undergone several transformations, including material changes. Originally made of 95% copper, by 1982, the U.S. mint shifted to a cheaper composition, 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating. This change wasn't just about saving money. It also introduced new challenges that led to some fascinating errors. And those challenges are where the magic happened, giving us rare varieties that collectors now chase like buried treasure. So what makes one penny worth 1 cent and another worth over $3,000? It's all about rarity, condition, and errors. Let's break it down. 3 factors that determine a coin's value: minting errors, rare mistakes during production, condition. Coins in better shape fetch higher prices. Demand. The more collectors want it, the higher the value. The 1988 penny checks all these boxes thanks to 2 specific features: the wide AM variety and the double die error. Let's talk details, starting with the wide AM variety. Here's what you need to know. In 1988, a small number of pennies were struck with a reverse design intended for proof coins. How can you spot it? Look at the word America on the reverse side. In most 1988 pennies, the N and M are so close they almost touch. But in the wide AM variety, there's a noticeable gap. Close-up image with label, close AM, letters are nearly touching, wide AM, distinct gap between A and M. This design mix-up has made these pennies incredibly rare. Only a few are known to exist, and they've sold for thousands at auction. Double die errors happen when the die used to strike the coin is engraved twice at slightly different angles. On 1988 pennies, doubling is often found in the words Liberty, In God We Trust, and the date. If you see doubling on your coin, Congratulations! You might be holding a piece of history worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars. Still not convinced these pennies are worth your time? Let's look at some actual auction results. Visual slideshow with auction results. A 1980 AD double die penny sold for $810 at a 2022 auction. A wide AM variety in mint condition fetched a whopping $3,300 at a coin auction in 2021. Even lower grade wide AM coins have sold for $1,000 plus. These numbers don't lie, folks. With a little patience and a keen eye, you could turn your pocket change into a payday. So how do you start your treasure hunt? Here's what you'll need. Magnification tools. A basic magnifying glass works, but a coin microscope is even better for spotting tiny details. Reference materials. Pick up a coin collector's guide or use online resources to identify valuable varieties. Patience. Rare coins are like needles in a haystack, but the thrill of the hunt makes it worthwhile. B-roll of host inspecting coins. Start with your own coin jar or piggy bank. You'd be amazed how often people find rare coins in everyday circulation. Found a promising coin? The next step is to get it graded and authenticated. Grading services like PCGS or NGC will evaluate your coin's condition and certify its authenticity. Graphic grading scale: MS70, perfect condition. MS65, near perfect with minor flaws, below MS60, circulated but still valuable. Professional grading can dramatically increase your coin's value, especially for rare varieties. Believe it or not, coins like the 1988 penny are just the beginning. As the U.S. Mint phases out the penny in the future, demand for these historical pieces could skyrocket. That means now is the best time to start your collection. B-roll of a growing coin collection. Imagine passing down a collection of rare coins to your kids or grandkids. Who knows? That 1988 penny could be worth even more in the years to come. Alright, folks, that's a wrap. Now it's your turn to hunt for treasure. Go through your change, hit up flea markets, or even ask friends and family if they have old coins lying around. Found something interesting? Let us know in the comments below. And don't forget to smash that like button, subscribe to channel name, and turn on notifications so you never miss another treasure hunting tip. Thanks for watching and happy hunting!